And all of a sudden I hear, oh snap, or something. The car goes, stir, and he crashes.
You are my African queen, the girl of my dreams. You take me where I never been. You make my heart go tingle.
So like I was saying, scratch everything I said about when we broke up, because we really broke up after VidCon. I'm sorry, I had to get my facts straight. This is all like jumbled up, so sorry, bear with me. But so back to after VidCon now, which is really where everything really went downhill, which is really what brought the breakup. So after VidCon, I'm trying to look at my notes because as my camera keeps the battery, we just kind of tried to make some notes. So after the breakup, I don't remember exactly which way of events things started going, but I know for a fact I had went to his house to stay the night, and the next morning I think I saw something that made me want to go through his phone, so I was like, let me see your phone. And so I probably sound crazy, and I promise in my next relationship I'm not even gonna go through phones. Like, I just really feel like it's because I had really bad trust issues, so I just wanted the reassurance. Like, I feel like if I be like, let me see your phone, and you hand it to me like this, I'm not even gonna go through it, because I know, okay, he probably doesn't have nothing to hide, and even if he does, it'll come out, you know what I'm saying? But when I ask to see your phone and you're like, why? Or, you know what I'm saying? When before in the relationship, when we first started talking and I used to be like, let me see your phone, it'd be like, here you go. And it really used to not be nothing in there. And now that I ask, let me see your phone, it's why? What you need to see? You know what I'm saying? It's like, okay, so what are you doing? Let me see your phone for real this time. So I went through his phone. He was talking to a lot of females. And so I packed my stuff and I was like, I'm leaving. I'm done with you. I'm leaving. I'm leaving. I'm leaving. So I literally packed my stuff, went to my car, put my stuff in. He was like, you're not gonna say bye to my mom? I was like, I'm not gonna leave without speaking. So I went back in his house and said bye to his mom. Cause you know, I'm not rude. I'm not. And then I came back outside and he came in the car with me and I was like, let me see your phone again. So he started banging on my dashboard and doing heck of stuff. And so I drove off down the street kind of. And he had ended up back at my car. I forgot how all of this went down, but he had ended up back at my car. I went through his phone again and I saw a video of him in a hotel room. I know he went to the hotel party because, you know, you feel me? I feel like I trust you until you give me a reason not to. If you're a grown man, I'm a grown, well, you're a little boy, but you know, other people, y'all be grown men, you know, but him, he's a boy, but it's whatever. At that time, it's like, okay, you're a grown man. You can do what you want as long as you're not embarrassing me or you're not being unfaithful. Like, do what you want. I'm not gonna tie you down. Like, you know what I'm saying? Speaking of, before too, when we freshman year, when we first started dating and stuff, he's like, oh, we spend too much time together. You don't let me see my friends, this, that, and the third. Mind you, I used to be like, it's your freshman year, go have a freshman year. Like, go do stuff with your friends, go party. You know what I'm saying? Don't be all in the house booed up with me. Like, go do you. Like, you know, it's my sophomore year, I've done it all. I'm kind of tired, I'm just trying to focus on school. But you go do you. And he used to be like, no, I like being with you. And then all of a sudden, oh, we spend too much time together. And then in the summer, it's, oh, we don't spend enough time together. What? Pick one. Which one is it? Because I'm confused. Anyways, back to the car. So I went through his phone and I seen a picture of him. I think he was grabbing the girl's butt. And I was like, yeah, I'm done. So I drove off and I went home. And that was the last straw for me. That's when I called him that day. And I was just like, you know what? I think we should break up. I want more. You know, everything I said before when I had my story facts, my timeline messed up. But I was just like, yeah, I want better for myself, this, that, and the third. So we broke up, we was done. But like I said, I was still trying to be there for him because I felt like it got to the point where he was crazy. He was acting crazy. And I was like, I don't want him to be a harm to himself or myself, because I just don't want that. I don't want that. You know, I still really cared for him. I had a lot of love for him, but I didn't want to be with him, you know? So I was just like, I'll just be around as your friend. That's when we still spend nights together, you know, stuff like that I said before. And that's when the car accident happened. So I started hanging out with this new boy that I had. Well, I knew him before because I used to talk to his friend way back in the day. I used to talk to his friend, but then me and him seen each other at the party, and he was like, take my number down. And I was like, I'm single, okay. I'm single, so you feel me? I'm gonna take your number down. I'm gonna take you up on this, I'm gonna take your number down. And ever since then, actually, we became really good friends. But anyways, yeah, so I took his number down. We started hanging out a lot. Well, I posted a video dancing with him at the party, because if y'all know Bay Area, we dance a lot different. So yeah, that got under his skin. But anyways, I posted a video dancing with him at the party. He was like, who's this? And I was like, this my friend. Da, da, da. I was like, he asked for my number so he can link up with me and my other friends, which is really what it was. I was like, so he could link up with me and my other friends. But me and him ended up linking together, and they didn't come because one of them lives hecka far and the other ones just had stuff to do. And I was like, I'm not about to just sit in the house bored. I'm finna link up, period. I'm single. So we started linking up more and stuff and hanging out and stuff. And that's when I got the job. No, I started the job after all this happened, after his accident. So we was hanging out one time. We went to the park, and me and Boy, I almost said his name. Ugh. Anyways, me and Boy, we had plans. He was supposed to come over to my house, spend the night and stuff, because he asked, and I was like, sure, why not? You know what I'm saying? So he's supposed to come to my house and stuff, and I was like, okay, well, can you come later, because I'm out right now with my friends and I don't really feel like leaving. He was like, well, you had plans with me, that's out of pocket. You don't make plans with me and you try to push me to the side because you're with them. He's like, you're not even answering my phone, my calls while you're with them. We're not together right now. I don't have to FaceTime you or talk to you on the phone when I'm with other people. If I don't want to talk to you at all, I don't have to talk to you. Like, what? So I wasn't answering his calls or his FaceTimes, because what we need to, like, my car, music is blasting. I'm with heck of people, because every time I link with him, he'll pick up his friends and we'll just all be chilling and doing what we do, chilling. Like, really, like, that's really my friend. That's my partner. Like, anyway, so we was at the park and we was on the phone, me and Boy, and we was kind of, the situation, I'm trying to remember, we were kind of arguing, but I realized on the FaceTime that he was driving, so I was like, okay, you need to calm down. I was like, we shouldn't be arguing right now. I said, so we can have this conversation when you get here. I said, go ahead and come to my house now. We're gonna leave the park and I'm gonna come, and you know, tell me when you're almost there and I'll come. I was like, so we need to just stop arguing. And he's still like, you know, he kept looking down at his phone and stuff. I'm like, pay attention to the road, because I know when he gets mad, he starts speeding and stuff. Like, it's toxic. Like, he lets the anger get the best of him. So I'm like, just slow down, you know, just calm down. And all of a sudden I hear, oh snap, or something. The car goes, stir, and he crashes. And I'm like, the phone hung up, and I'm calling Sally. That's who I called you, Sally? So I'm calling Sally. I'm like, I think he just got in a car accident. I'm stressed. Like, I'm like, I think he just got in a car accident. She's like, man, what if it's a prank? I'm like, but he don't got no camera. Like, so I checked his location and it was not moving. So I'm like, okay, I'm nervous. So I called my mom, and she was like, just come home, like, I'm shaking, I'm stressed, I'm scared. I kept calling him. I had her calling him and texting him, and then next thing you know, the ambulance calls me, asking for his information, telling me he's unconscious, all this stuff. And I'm just like, oh my gosh, are you serious right now? And I was just devastated, you know? I was devastated. I was like, dang, like, no, this shouldn't happen to him. So I hurried up and dropped everybody off and went home. Mind you, dude was like, do you want me to take you to the hospital? Because I couldn't drive. He wanted to take me in my car, and I was like, no, because, you know, if I gotta spend a night, you know, you're not gonna want to stay. And not even that, I don't want him to be like, who brought you? You know, say he's good, you know, hopefully he's good, and then he's like, who brought you? And I say you, and then things blow out of proportion again. So I'm like, I'm gonna just go home and try to figure it out. So I called my cousin crying, because I was stressed, y'all. I was stressed. We wasn't together, but I still had a lot of love for him. So I was just like, can you please take me to the hospital? Boy just got into a car accident, So she took me. I ended up staying the night with him, both of them nights in the hospital. He was fine. Obviously he was fine. I ended up staying the night with him 2 nights in the hospital. Didn't nobody come see him. Mind you, he got into oh yeah, before this too, when we were freshman year, he had got admitted into the hospital based off kidney problems. And we made a video about that, so I mean, it's okay for me to say it. But he had got admitted into the hospital, and me, my friends and I, all 4 of us, were going hard for him in that hospital, ready to stick doctors and stuff, because they couldn't even get him in a room on time. Just going, like, we was really going hard for him. Didn't none of his friends come. Didn't nobody that he messes with come. Like, nobody came but us. We was leaving class for him. Let me put that out there. We was leaving class for him. Anyways, just remember that. So when he was in the hospital, just remember how hard we went for him. So this is the 2nd time he's admitted. I spent the night 2 nights in a row. He got discharged. The day he was getting discharged, my mom came. She stayed with me there for a little bit. Then she took me home. We went home, and then he called me. I told him to let me know when he gets discharged. And I'm trying to think, did I spend a night with him that night? or the next night did I go? No, that night I was going to a party. I'm not gonna lie. I was like, I've been in this hospital with you for 2 days. Had this plan to go to this party. You get discharged now, I'll take you home, but I'm still gonna go to this party. And he snitched on me to my mama. Like, first of all, she ain't gonna tell me I can't go to the party just to spend the night with you. She gonna tell me to do what I feel is best. Let's get that straight. So he snitched on me out of nowhere too, y'all, out of nowhere. He gonna say, Jerry's deciding to go to a party tonight instead of staying with me and I'm getting discharged. I looked at him like, seriously? Seriously? That's what we're doing? And I was like, Mom, I'm going to the party. That's what I turned to my mom and I was like, I'm going to the party. I've been here 2 nights with him. She was like, I mean, don't put me. My mom hates being put in stuff. Like, we'll argue and stuff and he'll call her. Like, stop putting her in stuff. I don't call your parents. Come on now. Anyways, and that same day, I went through his phone while he went to get x-rays. Okay, this sounds so bad. Anyways, I went through his phone while he went to get x-rays, and didn't I send y'all the screenshots and stuff? He was talking to other girls, just heck of stuff. Anyways, so of course I was still gonna go to the party. Like, I just seen all this stuff in your phone and you expect me to spend another night with you? That's dead. Like, I was just with you for 2 nights in the hospital. Why do I need to be with you again? We're not even together right now, my guy. You're good, and I'm glad you're good, because if you wasn't good, I don't know what I would have did. Like, but you're good. Like, I see that you're good. So I'm like, just call me later. If you get discharged, I'll take you back and I'm gonna do me. Like, really, I'm gonna go to the party. So he got discharged and I came to the hospital all the way to Walnut Creek to the hospital to get him again, just to go to Vallejo, pay toll to take him home. And then I went to the party still and he was still mad about that and just heck of stuff. And so we were still not together. And then fast forward, he got out the hospital, all that. And I started working at Tesla. So, I'm trying to think. So I started working at Tesla. So one night I told him, like, he stayed the night and I was like, yeah, so you can go to work with me in the morning or whatever. So I woke up and he just looked like he was pissed. And I'm like, what's wrong with you, you know? And he was like, oh, nothing, da-da-da. And then he said something slick, which had to be a message that he seen in my phone. And I was like, I thought we're grown. I thought we're not going through each other's phone no more. Mind you, you did it while I was asleep. Like, who does that? Like, you went through my phone while I was asleep. At least when I go through yours, I ask for your phone and I do it in your face. Except for the time you was in the hospital and you went to get an x-ray. That's different. It's not different. But you know, like, I didn't do it while you, like, come on now. And you know I went through your phone because when you got back, I said I went through your phone, like I told you. But anyways, he tried to beat her like, oh, it's nothing, and then says a slick little comment. And I'm like, I'm single. Like, I can talk about whatever I want with whoever, and I can say whatever and do whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm single. So you go through my text messages and telling me what I said to somebody, I know what I said what I said. I'm single. And up until we broke up, he still was bringing up what I was saying to that dude up and stuff, didn't want me around him, just all this stuff, like, boy. Anyways, so yeah, it got real toxic. So fast forward, but now we're in August, right? I think I covered everything in the summer. Okay, I'm sorry y'all if this is jumbled, it's just a lot. Anyways, so now we're in August. Like I said earlier, where we moved to our first apartment, and he was coming out here, and I was like, you know, I don't want you to be homeless. His mom was calling me and texting me like, you know, I don't want my son to be homeless. Are you sure he's good to stay with you? I'm like, yeah, it's good. Like, we're not together, but it's good. You feel me? Like, I'm not gonna just have him out on the streets. Like, no. So he stayed with us. He came back, and that's when he was talking up a real good game, because we were still broken up, but everybody was like, we're gonna get y'all back together, da-da-da. And I'm like, all right, so we'll see. But he started talking a real good game. He's like, I'm gonna change, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, I'm gonna do this. And I just kind of, I lived with him at this point. I was just tired of him begging to get back with me. So I was like, I'll give it another try. Mind you, at this moment, I was not in love with him anymore. I did not find him attractive. I had love for him as a friend. I had love for him, but I was not in love with him. I didn't find him attractive. Like, I just kind of was just like, I guess I'll give it another try, you know? So that's when we started our YouTube channel back up. We started everything back up because I was just like, I'll give it another try. You can ask them. Like, it took a minute for me to even fall back into love with him, like, honestly. And this is where I'm really mad I'm mad I gave him this chance again. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like I should have just let him move in, but like, not gave him a chance back into my life on that level, you know? But it's okay. You learn from your mistakes. You live to learn to find another day. I don't know what I just said, but you know, y'all get it. But yeah, so we get back together. I'm trying to think, did anything happen while we was at the park still? I don't think nothing happened. think we was good. We was good. We moved into these complexes, and I think we was still good, right? We was still kind of good. We was still good. We argued here and there, but we was still good. His friends was coming over and stuff. We was making videos. We was good for the most part. So fast forward to when we moved into this exact unit. So now we're on a lease together for real this time. Me and him, we're on a lease together for real. And what's the first big thing that happened? Yeah, we just argued a lot still. They tended to maybe get just a little bit physical, not too physical on like his part. It was just me trying to get him off me, because he'd love to pin me down when I was mad, because I try to leave, because when I'm mad I know myself, so I try to leave and remove myself from the situation, and he tries to keep me in. That's the controlling part of him. No, you're not going anywhere, you're about to sit right here. For what? We're arguing. I'm not. No. So I'd be trying to leave and he'll pin me down and try to keep me here. Like, he does that all the time, and I don't like being pinned down. I don't like feeling like restrained and stuff. I get claustrophobic and stuff, so I'd be like trying to hurry, you know. So he'd pin me down, just use all his force. Like, you're a male, come on, like, why would you do this, you know? And it was a lot. So then starts getting closer to where we are now. He wasn't paying his half of rent. I was covering his half of rent. I was covering the light bill and groceries. Well, they were helping, like the people that live with us, our friends, they were helping with rent and like stuff like that. But his part, he wasn't doing nothing. I was doing everything financially. In this whole relationship, guys, I did everything financially. Only thing he really did was that VidCon trip, when he got me my nameplate necklace, in which I broke when I got mad at him when we broke up. I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, I did everything. I mean, yeah, he gave me like what, a couple $100 towards our business, which I'm still grateful for. Like, that was great. But other than that, financially, I did everything. Food, Uber, it's like everything like y'all can think of financially in a relationship. I did that. Like rent, all of that, like I did that. Mind y'all, you guys, I'm a full-time college student who doesn't work. He had opportunities to have jobs and he didn't take them seriously. He'd call in, he'd get fired, he'd not show up. Like, he just didn't take them seriously. And it's like, you're not in school right now, so why can't you take something seriously? You have bills. Why am I covering your bills? I'm the woman. I mean, not saying women can't do that. Obviously we can, you feel me? We can hold our own, hello, but you're the man. You gotta hold yourself to a very, come on now. Anyways, you're a boy, clearly. But yeah, so financially I did everything. Everything. That man was able to eat, breathe, sleep freely because of me and my financial stability, okay? But anyways, he wasn't paying rent and stuff. I'm trying to think what's a big argument. Oh, I had seen something in his phone. We got into a really, really big argument. I said I was done. He was asking this girl, oh, you should have let me spend the night. Oh, because he went home for his cousin's gender reveal. He went home for his cousin's gender reveal for a weekend. He came back from that weekend acting totally different, and I knew something was up because every time he come back acting different, he was up to something. So I saw something in my gut kept telling me just go through his phone or ask to see his phone or something. So I went through his phone. He was like, oh, you should let me spend the night, all this stuff. And I'm just like, wow. So I was distraught. I was hurt. I was like, I'm so dumb, because people was telling me like, that man, you need to let him go. And I just felt so dumb. But yeah, of course, I went back. Yep, I went back. For what? Why do we go back, women? Why do we go back? Anyways, so I went back, obviously. And another time, we were filming a video, the spin the wheel challenge. Sorry, I looked at the wheel, but we were filming the spin the wheel challenge, and it was a, you know, it says slap on the thing, and I didn't get that one, but I like play slapped him. Like, it was not hard. I play slapped him, and this man slaps the heck out of me. And when I tell y'all that was the last straw for me, we got into the biggest argument ever. It even got to the point where he got physical with Sally. And I'm so mad because I had the video of when he hit me and when I hit him. Like, I had the video, but I deleted everything of him and me. I'm not gonna lie. So if you guys don't believe me, that's fine. Don't take my word for it, that's fine. But I have nothing to get on here in live for. Like, it's not that serious. And like I said, my friends can definitely attest to everything I'm saying because they've been here for everything. But yeah, so he pushes her down and I'm like, you need to apologize. Still to this day, my guy, he still hasn't apologized. Anyways, whatever. I'm trying to think what else. Like, I'm trying to just pinpoint big stuff that's happened. What else?
The night of your induction.
Oh, so I got inducted into the NSLS, right? And as a boyfriend or as a significant other, of course you're gonna be there for your significant other's biggest accomplishments, right? Right or wrong, right? So for one, he didn't even ride with us, talking about something, I didn't know you were leaving at this time, He didn't ride with us. He drove himself. He got there late, and when he got there, he came in for a little bit and then left and said he was going to move the car because it was parked in a spot that's not supposed to be parked at. And then all of a sudden it changed from moving the car to, oh, what'd he say? Oh, I'm talking to this, I'm not gonna put his business out there, but he was talking to this dude that is a part of an organization he would like to be a part of, which probably won't happen now, but anyways, because he's not in school. But yeah, he was talking to a dude, and then he was like, he just had a bunch of different stories. And then I was like, I'm not riding back with you. And he was like, why? I was like, because you missed everything. Like, you missed my whole event because you wanted to be worried about yourself. Like, for once, can you just be about me? Can you put me first for once? And I've been asking for him to put me first a long time in that relationship. And he ended up at his friend's room, which he usually does, you know, go be thottying with his friends. Ended up at his friend's room. So I'm not gonna lie, out of spite, I was like, okay, let's get the car keys from him. He can't go home. How about that? He can't come home. Let's get the car keys from him. I'll drive the car back myself. How about that? So I was like, yeah, Woody Whoop needs his car keys. And so he came out, and I was like, so you're not coming home? He was like, I don't want to talk about that right now. I don't want to talk to you right now. We got into a kind of an argument. What else? That was a really heated argument, by the way. I threatened to throw myself in front of a car just to see what he would say or do, you know. I just be trying to figure out, like, okay, let's see if this man really mess with me how I feel like he should. You know what I'm saying? He didn't even do nothing. I disappeared. He didn't chase me. He's like, man, I'm not gonna chase her. She's doing too much. I mean, I'm not asking you to chase me, but dang, can you care? Anyways, but yeah, I don't want to leave that out, and then people say that I'm not telling the full story. What else? Yeah, our relationship got to a point where I got really depressed again too. I forgot that part. I got really depressed again, and I became suicidal. Not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. I did. You know, mental health is something serious. I'm not the only one that's been through this. So now you guys know. Mentally, I wasn't there. I was very unstable, but I'm back and I'm out the gutters. Come on now. But yeah, I'm gonna put that out there just because I'm pretty sure when if he sees this video, he's, but you're a depressed little girl, da 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 da. No, boo, no, that was because of your toxicity. You did that to me. Anyways, am I missing anything?
No, you good, beautiful.
Okay, so fast forward, we ended up taking a break. He told me he wanted a break. No, one time he came home at 5 a.m. Another night he left and went to a party. It was just a lot. He kept leaving that night. It was a lot. Yeah, the party comes back up, but he went to a party.